Hi you guys, it's Arianna from Soulmates, and I'm just recording this as a storytime video for what happened when I got on stage with GOT7. Also, I have a couple friends here, so if they randomly say something, just know I have a couple people here. I'll kind of cut out most of if they talk. So I went to Turbulence in LA last Sunday, and basically I randomly got picked to go on stage and be Yeonjae's partner for a fan game that they were playing for their fan meet. Okay, so basically when you walked in and after you gave your ticket and everything, a staff member randomly reached into the box and picked out a raffle ticket, and you got that and you were told not to lose it. So each member reached into a box and picked out a random raffle ticket also, and then obviously you just read the number on the raffle ticket, and whoever has the number that the members picked out was obviously that member's partner. I really didn't think there was no way I was gonna get picked because there was a lot of people at that concert. So Yeonjae started reading out numbers, and I had the first 4 of them. 2, 6, 4, 1. And I was like, what? 6, 0. That's what he said, and I was like, there's no way. That can't be me. So I didn't even raise my hand the first time because I was in shock. I was like, that can't be me.
2, 6, 4, 1, 6, 0.
So he had to read it out again. 2, 6, 4, 1, 6, 0. And lo and behold, it was me.
Raise your hand. One more time, Yeonjae. 2, 6, 4, 1, 6, 0.
And I was just freaking out because I was like, how is this possible? There's no way I was picked. So we had to get up and we had to go stand in a line on the side of, not the building, but on the side wall, and that's when they let us backstage. So I'm back there, my heart's pounding. I was this close to crying, you guys. I was just the subculture staff, they said we can't record on stage, don't do anything aggressive with the members, don't don't be that fan. And then right before we went on, all the people who got chosen, we got in a little circle and we had a prayer circle and we just held each other's hands in a circle, and we were just like, oh, y'all, it doesn't matter who wins, it doesn't matter who loses, we're all in this together. And the subculture staff was just looking at us and he was like, oh, hi, and we did a high five, but it was super awkward. So, but I was still his hands are so soft, you guys. So, and then the MC, Danny, he said, okay, we're gonna do a quick interview, name your favorite GOT7 song and your name. So your name and then your favorite GOT7 song. During this, Yeonjae, he turned to me and he held up, but he held up the sack. Oh, that sounds weird. What do you call that thing though with the, anyway, he held that up and he was like, oh, do you know how to do this? And I was like, oh, Chaggy? And he was like, do you know how to do this? And I was like, oh, not really, I've never done it before. And Yeonjae was like, oh, it's okay, I'm not that good either, I'm okay. And Yeonjae took his mic and he was like, what's your name?
Okay, what is your name?
His partner in the last fan meeting, I think a show before, was also Arianna, so he was just in this oh, Arianna.
Arianna. Oh, yeah. Wow.
I guess he asked me, how old are you? But everybody was screaming so loud, I could not hear Yeonjae at all. But so he all I saw him do was put the mic up to him, and I saw him and I was like, okay, I have no idea what Yeonjae just said. But the MC said to, what's your name and what's your favorite song? So the favorite song has to be what he just asked me. So I immediately was like, who's that? I was pretty proud of myself at that moment because I was like, okay, I'm just a bull. A+, I did that. But then Yeonjae looks super confused, and immediately I just had this whole moment of shit. Not only did I mess up, but I messed up publicly. I didn't mess up at BuzzFeed, I messed up in front of all these people. So I was like, oh no, because he looked so confused, and he took the mic back and he was like,
who's that? How old? I say, how old are you? You say, who's that?
And I was like, Yeonjae, please. And I remember I was reaching out for him, and that way when you try to shut your friend up and you're shut, please stop talking. I was reaching for his hand. I was like, Yeonjae, stop. And I remember like grabbing onto like his jacket sleeve and I was like, "Yeonjae, please." So and then he was like, "Okay, try again, try again. What's your favorite GOT7 song?" And I was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Oh God," and then Yeonjae just could not let me live. He was like,
"What's your favorite song?" Who's that? You don't like Rewind?
Yeonjae! Because that's Yeonjae's song, but I didn't say his song. And I was like, "Yeonjae, I'm so sorry." He just looked like so betrayed. I was like, "Yeonjae, please stop teasing me. I can't."
Calling you out, bro.
I know!
Moving on, 제발.
So, and yeah, by the way, Yeonjae is tall. He's taller than me, that's for sure. Where at least I was like, I was like looking up like this, and I was just like looking at like his jawline like almost the entire time, and then he would look down. Stop, okay. So then after that, the MC said, I'm gonna give you guys 20 seconds to practice. So then we head to the back, and Yeonjae hands me the chegi. He hands me that, and Yeonjae is just like, so I try it like a couple times. It doesn't even touch my foot. Like, it literally, I drop it and it doesn't touch my foot at all.
Yu-Gi-Oh's partner's not looking so good. Let's move on, let's see. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, this.
So yeah, it doesn't touch my foot like at all. And Yeonjae's just like, even one time. Even one is okay.
Okay, good luck, bro. Good luck, bro. Yeonjae's just talking to Arianna. Just one time is okay. Oh, just one time? Oh!
We're gonna lose. Cause he told me too, he was like, "I'm bad." I'm like, and I can't even get one, so me and Yeonjae, we're like hell about to lose. I didn't hit it even once during practicing. So yeah, so I practiced a few times, and then Yeonjae wanted to practice a couple times, so he took it. He kicked it a couple of times. He was already doing way better than me as soon as he hit it even once. So yeah, then after Yeonjae was done, and we just like went back up to the front, he was just telling me like, "We're gonna do okay, it's gonna be okay." Yeah, so Yeonjae, not a lot of confidence, but like still very reassuring. Like he didn't have a lot of confidence in our team, but he was still very kind about it. MC was me like, "Okay, who wants to volunteer to go first?" And like before I could even like process what the MC said, Yeonjae was like, "Yeonjae." He just stepped forward. He didn't talk to me. He didn't even gesture that he was gonna do that.
Who wants to go first? Yeah, Yeonjae.
So yeah, Yeonjae decided me and him were gonna go first. I'm like, "Okay, let's do this then." So Yeonjae like hands me the chegi, and I hit it once. So I hit it once, and Yeonjae, the team, the team cheerleader, he like immediately grabs it after I hit one, and he was like, "Yes."
Start. One. Yes. Yes.
I know, he was like, "Yes," because I didn't even hit it once before. So that was like, I did the team good by hitting it one time. Because while we were practicing, I couldn't even get one.
One. Yes.
Yes. Why is it so funny? Yeonjae's so funny. Oh god. So yeah, after Yeonjae like has his little celebration over my one time, it's Yeonjae's turn to go. And he actually did really good. He was really proud of himself because he even told me, he said that's like the best I've ever done.
Yeonjae, ready? Yeah, ready. Start. 2, 3, 4. 4. Oh yes. Arianna, you have one more chance. That was pretty good. Yeah, I'm surprised. How does it good? It's the best.
And then Yeonjae handed it back to me afterwards. But so I do it one more time. I kick it. I get one again, but like I kick it in a way that it goes towards Yeonjae. And so he kicks it back to me. And then I catch it in my arms.
Tick, tick, tick. 1, 2.
So me and Yeonjae ended up with just 5 points in total. Okay, and then after that, like as we were going back, he like takes me and he like pats my shoulder. like, you did. And he was like, it's okay, it's okay. He's so beautiful. So yeah, he was just like, you did good, we did good. And then I like turned to him and I'm like, YuNaTuNa, you did really good. And he was like, oh no, not really.
Trying to be humble.
I know, I was like, YuNaTuNa, please stop. You got 4 of our 5 points. And during this, I remember I was kind of like staring at JB, but then like YuNaTuNa, he like turned and he whispered to me, he was like, JB's really mad. Is what I thought I heard him say, and I was confused at first because I was like, what happened? Is he about to tell me some gossip? Spill the tea, YuNaTuNa. But then he went on to say, he's not that good, he's not that good. And I was like, oh, okay, like I misheard him, he said bad. JB's really bad.
So you're really bad at hearing.
Try listening on stage with gossip. So then right after that, YuNaTuNa like disappeared.
What?
From my vision, he disappeared for a second. Like, cause he was right here, and then I turned and he was gone. And it's cause he was. It's cause he dropped that. He was on the balls of his feet. He was like squatting, and I remember just looking down at him, and I was just seeing the crown of his head, and I was like, wow, he's beautiful everywhere. Like even the crown of his head is so. I was like, wow, he's so gorgeous, and he looked so good blonde, and he was so gorgeous.
Are you cheating on Bam Bam?
What? Who? No, of course not. So I was like trying to focus on like Mark, but like YuNaTuNa was like low-key leaning on me, and I couldn't like really focus. He wasn't leaning on me, but you know when somebody's close enough that you feel their pressure on your arm?
Oh yeah.
I just felt him right here, and I was like, I didn't look at YuNaTuNa or anything, but in my head I was just like, YuNaTuNa's touching me, YuNaTuNa's touching me, YuNaTuNa's touching me, YuNaTuNa's touching me. And I was like screaming. There's this part where Yu dances to 17's Boom Boom, and I thought, boom boom, he like takes off his jacket and everything, and I thought I was tripping because I couldn't find any like videos of that moment on Twitter. But now that I'm watching this video back, it did happen. I saw it from the back, so I was like, yes.
17:30,
I thought I was tripping. I was like, did Yu randomly just sing 17's Boom Boom in the middle of their fan meet? Yes, he did. And then after that, it was over, blah, blah, blah. We had to get off the stage. It was like, you guys, we had fun, blah, blah, blah. And then YuNaTuNa, he hugs me and pats my back at the same time. We had to leave off of this side of the stage, but I'm accidentally going this way because I don't know why. I don't know, like I'm out of it, so I'm turning to go this way. Then Bam Bam, he's like, no, that way, and he turns me around. YuNaTuNa has his hand on my back from the right side, and then Bam Bam has his hand on my back from the left side, and they're both just like pushing me out. And like I see like YuNaTuNa right here, and I see Bam Bam right here, and like I just feel so enclosed and safe and happy and just. So I'm like trying to talk to Bam Bam, but me and him are chatting, but he was like, oh, you look so familiar, blah 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 blah. And I was like, that's because I met you on BuzzFeed. And he had an earpiece in his ear, and the one I was talking to, so he turns it off, or he takes it out, and he was like, what? And I was like, I met you at BuzzFeed. And he was like, oh yeah, that's right, wow, that's so cool. Okay, and so then as I'm leaving, I kind of like, Jackson like somehow gets in my like pathway, and I'm like, oh, I didn't say anything. I just did that slide like you walk by somebody and you nod and you like wave a little bit, and he's like, oh. So now I'm just gonna answer a couple questions that you guys asked me, that I asked for on Twitter, just to like wrap up this story time. Did they smell nice? I'm sure they wear nice cologne. I was only near YuNaTuNa for the most part, and yeah, he smells great. He didn't smell bad. He wasn't wearing like anything strong or anything either. He just smelled like normal, but like not in a bad way, just like where you don't even like super pick up on it or anything. Like he wasn't wearing anything strong or anything. How serious are things with you and Bam Bam now? When's the wedding? Things are pretty serious with me and Bam Bam, because I talked to him on stage and he remembered me from BuzzFeed and all that. And then during High Touch, he's the only one I really talked to too, and he was like, I always remember you, girl. And I was like, damn. First and foremost, how? I believe the GOT7 gods are on your side and they're letting you live your life as an I GOT7 to the fullest. Same! Like, I'm surprised that this happened with GOT7 almost kind of twice. Like, I'm like, wow, like, how? Did anyone from GOT7 recognize you when you met them at BuzzFeed? Only Bam Bam. I'm like pretty sure. They may have thought like Bam Bam that I looked familiar, but even Bam Bam didn't remember it specifically that it was from BuzzFeed, and that's probably because they meet so many people all the time. How did you get picked, and did you go to the concert by yourself? It was like raffle, and yes, I went to the concert by myself, but like I ran into some friends there. But I still went by myself, and I was sitting by myself and everything. Is Youngjae tall? Is he more handsome than his photos? Yeah, Youngjae's super handsome, and I spent a lot of the time up there just staring at him in my shook position. I spent like 90% of the time like this. How did you handle the rest of the concert after the shookness that must have followed being partners with Youngjae? I couldn't focus like at all. Like the amount of videos I took after doing that was like 2. I was recording everything before, and then afterwards I was just so like, LOL, did people cheer your name when you went up there? I think I heard a few people, I don't know. A few people did, but it was like super awkward, and I was like, please don't say my name. Don't cheer for me. I'm like really, I do YouTube, but believe it or not, I'm like really bad at speaking to people in public places, and I have stage fright, so. So I'm like really awkward in all situations, so I was like, please don't say my name. Oh. Did they give you anything special, i.e. merchandise, blah blah blah, and are you and GOT7 buddies now? I'm so jelly, you're so lucky. The winner, before going on, I think I was talking with the other fans, and we think that the winner got like merchandise, like a free shirt or something, but we were all like, who cares if we win? We already won. By coming up here. So I think they got a free shirt, but it's okay because I bought one anyway. Y'all, it's $35 though. Is J-Bum that soft? He seemed totally fluffy and quiet in this tour, especially. Like he was really, yes. I was standing next to him. J-Bum was right here. He's really soft, especially because he was wearing that like red hoodie thing, and he just looked so soft with his hair. I was just like, and he was really quiet. Yeah, exactly like you said. And most of the time he was really embarrassed. Because even Youngjae told me, you know, that J-Bum's really bad at the game, so he kept doing bad. I remember seeing him like practicing next to me, even during, and he was like always really embarrassed because he would only always like hit it like once. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.